Welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing with you how you can take photos with your phone through your binoculars. So this process works whether you want to take photos of the night sky, whether it's a celestial object such as the moon, or you want to get photos of wildlife if you're kind of terrestrial viewing as well. So I just wanted to outline that first and foremost. Now, as you can see, I've got my binoculars attached to a tripod. That isn't actually necessary. So you can do this without a tripod altogether, but I would recommend it purely because it will help you get the best photos, because it will keep your camera and your phone in a fixed position with a solid base, and yeah, your pictures will usually be a little bit more crisp and accurate. So on to the actual process itself. So you do need one piece of equipment other than a tripod if you decide to go for one, and that is a smartphone adapter. So I've got a Celestron smartphone adapter and I really like it. It's really robust, it's really well built, very affordable as well. I think I got it for under $20 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below if you did want to get one of these, and it does sync up really nicely with my Celestron products because it's all black and it just kind of works seamlessly. Other than that, I'm going to be showing you how to put this on. I believe most smartphone adapters are the same or work in a very similar way, so hopefully this video still applies if you don't use this adapter or this particular adapter. So all you need to do is essentially line up your adapter to one of the eyepieces. So I'm going to use the left one as an example. It doesn't really matter for the most part unless you're, depending on what you're observing and what you want to take photos of, it may have a slight influence. But I'm just going to use the left one for the purposes of this video. Now we need to unscrew this. This is essentially a clamp over the eyepiece. So you need to unscrew it so that it fits onto your eyepiece itself, and then we just need to screw it on so it's fixed to a point that's going to support the weight of your phone. So you need to make sure it is on there nice and tight. You don't want to go too tight though, because otherwise it will, you'll notice it can impact the actual eyepiece itself. This can fold over as an example if you get it wrong or put it in the wrong position. So that's the first step. The next step is you need to alter this mechanism here, this little lever, just so that your phone essentially fits into this slot. So I think it's when you first get this adapter, it starts really narrow. You just need to make sure your phone fits in. So you work through that thread there to get to that point, and I already have done that ahead of recording. The final lever, which you can do and is useful, is this one here, and that basically moves this up and down. So it just makes you get the camera of your phone right over the eyepiece. So that is necessary, and I'll walk you through that. So at this point, you would then put your phone, as you can see, on photo setting, and you would position it so that, as you can see, the camera's on the back of this phone. Well, obviously most phones have that. You'd position it so that it's roughly over the eyepiece. So as you can see, and then I'm going to screw this into position. It's almost like a clamp, so you need to make sure again your phone is nice and secure. Be careful if your phone has buttons on the side, because if you clamp those down, sometimes it takes you off of the camera setting. So I'm just getting through this. Hopefully it won't take me too much longer. Looks like I opened up too far, but we're nearly there. So it's nice and tight. And then, so the phone is in position, then this is when you start to manipulating this lever here to make sure. So if I undo this, as I mentioned earlier, this goes up and down, as you can see. Can you see that? Now we essentially just need to get the camera over the eyepiece, and it is a little bit fiddly. It does tend to take a while. I've not quite mastered this there you go. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. So now I need to try and secure that at the back there. So I've slightly off, but hopefully you saw that in the video, and I'm not going to go on for too long to kind of manipulate this, because it does sometimes take a little while, and it's quite hard doing this while on record as well. But that's essentially the process, and when you're in position, you will then have your camera ready to go, and you can start pressing the camera button. Let me just quickly, I'm going to pause this video, get it in position, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. So I managed to do it pretty much straight away after I stopped recording. I needed a bit of use of my fingers, but as you can see, we are now taking a picture of that tree up there. But yeah, if I took that picture, I'll send that to myself, and I'll try and maybe overlay that on top of the video to show you. But that's the picture that we've now taken. But look, as you can see, now we're set up, so you know, perhaps the moon comes out of an evening and then you can just set this up and then you can start taking pictures over the course of an evening. But yeah, that's essentially how you take photos through binoculars with your phone. It's a matter of using this adapter, setting it up, and then just taking as many as you can and moving your binoculars and just working your way through the scenery. So I hope this video is useful. If it was, please hit the like button. That tells me I should continue recording videos like this. Any questions, comments, feedback, drop them down below, and I'll get back to you on those. And do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And with all that said, I hope you have an excellent day.